Welcome to the first module of the workshop. We are going to spend some time now talking about what we mean when we say reading and writing for the disciplines of design and disciplines of the built environment. Why do we ask this question in the first place? Because those of us who have been teaching for a while, and I think even those of us who've been students in these disciplines, will have at some point met this student who comes out of the 12th standard, stressed because of exams, really delighted to be in the college where they are, who looks at you when you say they're going to have to write something and says, "What, write? Again? I thought writing was over in the 12th standard. I thought I applied for a discipline which is more visual, which functions differently, which communicates differently, because I wanted to get rid of all these words, all this reading, all this slogging, all this writing." And that is not the case only with undergraduate students. That happens with postgraduate students as well. Very often when they come from backgrounds where they haven't thought specifically about the kind of opportunities reading well and writing well a variety of genres can afford them as professionals. So the question of what we mean when we talk about reading and writing in built environment disciplines and in design is crucial. This is the question that is going to allow us to, on the one hand, motivate our students. It's going to allow us to tell them no, in fact, writing of this kind. For instance, wall text for an exhibition. For instance, a clear description of a project that can be given to a client. It matters. It matters to you as a professional. It matters in articulating your ideas and talking to someone who does not look at your technical drawing and understand what you mean. At the same time, understanding the opportunities of different kinds of writing and different kinds of reading will allow us to choose the best assignment for each course, for each studio that we teach. Because very often we tend to fall into a routine where if we need to assign writing, this writing will be an essay. But there are so many opportunities to ask students to write shorter pieces, to ask students to write reflective pieces of a particular kind, to ask students to write things which may work better, may be more meaningful, may be met with less resistance, and may actually help us evaluate whether the students have understood the things we want them to understand. So this module is designed to ask very basic questions. Questions like, what does writing mean to us? What does reading mean to us? And where do they find a space in our disciplines? In order to do that, we'll make sure that we are working with the same concepts. We'll make sure that we understand the functions of writing, the job it's able to do, and then we will move forward to how we teach it. We will look at a number of types of writing. We'll consider what it means for someone to write in order to learn. We will also consider what it means for someone to write in order to communicate an idea. There's something that already exists and you want to put it out there. And we'll also consider what it means for someone to write academically. What kind of discourse we are asking our students to be part of when we ask them to maybe come up with a research article, to write a study based on which they write a paper, or they write a paper for a conference, or they write an abstract. So we will try to understand at a very, very preliminary level what are the kinds of needs that a designer or a student of a built environment discipline has as they negotiate their undergraduate or postgraduate trajectory.